What's going on? It's Fuego here, and today I'm going to be playing some viewer decks, and we're going to be rating them here and kind of just optimizing them, you know, making them the best they possibly can while staying true to the deck. And the first one here is from my friend Spook, and this is a Royal Giant mirror deck. And you know what? First thing that jumps out to me is that the mirror is statistically not a great card in Clash Royale. It's always had a super low win rate for the most part, and really just isn't a great card. But if the deck is centered around that, then you know you can make it work. We have the super strong Fisherman Guards combo, so I do love to see that. Mini Pekka, a fine tank with RG, so definitely that works as well. I will say the double small spell is a little interesting, you know, with there being a good amount of bait. I guess that's fine, but I would probably lean towards adding a big spell, such as like a Fireball, Earthquake, or Lightning instead. But you know what? I think you can work with the double small spell as well. So, and then honestly, mirrored RG, like it's a little bit of a funny meme, but you know what? I think it might be able to work sometimes. So we'll see if we can even get that in this match here, possibly. As for the Evos, Evo Wizard is pretty good. Evo RG is solid as well. I like Evo Wizard and Evo RG, even though it's not the strongest combo. I do like it a lot. And man, we just get a quick tower down right there. Love to see it. But yeah, you know what? I do feel like this is a good deck. I would try, if the deck isn't like mainly centered around the mirror, I would try and remove the mirror. Maybe add like even another air support card. The air support is a little weak in this deck, as it tends to be in RG decks, but a little weak. I mean, you got the spells, you got the wizard, but that truly is about it there. But yeah, if you could replace the mirror with like a air supporting card, even like a Mega Minion, Baby Dragon, newly buffed, see how that goes, that'd be pretty cool. But man, looks like Orton could not take the smoke here with the Royal Giant mirror. I don't even know if we use the mirror, but it doesn't matter, man. Come on, give me that 3-crown. Mini Pekka's on tower, I'll zap, and that's good game for the first match. Let's go, and great deck, Spook. In the next match here with a deck submitted by Dorado, we got the Graveyard Mortar going on. I do really like that combo off for starters. Mortar Graveyard is one of my favorite. And we also have the Giant Skeleton. We got the Guards. I will say, you know what? This deck feels a little heavy, having the Wizard and the Hunter. I get it. You want to have two strong air counters with the, obviously, the Mortar and the Graveyard not helping out there. But I do think maybe if we could make it a little less tanky. Personally, I like having Cannon Cart in my decks to have the Graveyard Mortar combo, just because it synergizes well with both. But you know what, you could leave the Giant Skeleton as well if you want it, but I do feel like the Cannon Cart would help you win more games, to be honest. But looks like we're going up against a double Prince here. Interesting. And we see the Giant. Okay, let's actually pull those Princes over, get a Wizard down as well. But yeah, you know what, I do like the spells with this deck a lot. I think Arrows is the best with Graveyard Freeze. I honestly forgot about the Freeze for a second. So it's Mortar, Graveyard, Freeze. Yeah, you do kind of have a lot going on, which I think is fine. I think this is still fine. Poison would probably make the deck a little more reliable just because it's not a full-out Graveyard Freeze deck. It's more of a, you know, it's also got the Mortar aspect as well. But I think Freeze is fine. Like I said, Arrows pairs well. Giant Skeleton does, I do, yeah, the more I think about it, the less I like the Giant Skeleton in this deck, just because of how tanky it makes my cycle feel right now. I just feel cloggy. I don't feel like I have the best answers. But yeah, if you could get in something like that. And also, I do feel like the Wizard and the Hunter kind of share a same role. Like, I get it, you want another air card, but I feel like they kind of serve a similar role. So I feel like maybe instead of the, I mean, you are using the Evo Wizard, which is fair. If you could find another Evo, I'd suggest keeping the Hunter, and if you can't, then keeping the Wizard is just fine. But I do think maybe adding a flying card, such as like a Baby Dragon or a Mega Minion, like I suggested for the last deck, I think that could help a lot as well. Just to kind of give you more options. You're not stuck with these ranged ground troops on defense every time. I think that could help out a lot. But you know what? Overall, I do really like this deck. I like the Mortar Graveyard, so we're going to try and get a win here. So we got the Hunter coming down. It's going to help take out this push. And we see the Lightning. I was actually going to say earlier, I was like, man, Lightning feels like it would hurt this deck a lot on defense. But I think we should still be able to make some things work here. Maybe we can bring that Prince inside the Mortar's range, possibly. Not quite. Arrows is going to get the job done. I'll go with the Wizard here. Oh yeah, also I do think Royal Cook is best for this deck. I was kind of leaning towards the normal Princess Tower at first, but then I realized how tanky the deck was and how high cost it was. Like upgrading your Hunters, your Giant Skeletons, all that can actually be pretty useful. So let's see here. I want to play my Mortar high so it hopefully doesn't hit the Earthquake, or not the Earthquake, the Lightning. Okay, nice. We did evade the Lightning with that, so that's huge. Our opponent's currently up damage right now. I meant to play Guards there, but I guess Arrows will work as well. That's fine. And you know what? Not too bad. Bomb's going to blow up the Phoenix. That's good. We might need to start pressuring opposite lane and probably need to go in with a Probably need to go in with a graveyard sooner or later. Okay, I actually might go in right now because he has to support that Electro Dragon, right? So let me go in. He's running Dagger Duchess, which is going to help a lot. He does get the kite, so props to him on that. Let's see, what's the play? I think the play, I was going to wizard, but the Electro Dragon actually goes backwards. But look, we're getting a ton of damage from that graveyard. Amazing graveyard right there. If he goes for the lightning, I do have the wizard we can play. Yep, we'll just play that right now. I think I'll go guards as well. The bomb should actually be pretty helpful. I can ignore that Dark Prince opposite lane because we want to split our damage. Okay, nice. E-Drag dies. We kind of come back into this pretty nicely, actually. You know, I could be super aggressive right now, and I think I might do it. Yeah, okay, let's see. Let's go in with our... oh, wow, we're both going in. We're going in for a face race. Let's see. I think I can get the Evo Mortar down in time. Oh, wait, actually, I can freeze. Look, the freeze is going to actually win us this game. Skeleton's on tower, and that's a good game, man. Let's go. I was looking at my hand. I was like, I got the Evo Mortar, and then I saw that freeze. Came in clutch. I absolutely love this deck. Good job, Dorado. In the last match here against Ale, and we see that he plays the Spear Goblins, the bridge. That's good. And this time I'm going to be playing a deck submitted by Tar. And this, you know what, this is an interesting deck here. I like this. I don't really see decks like this all too often, so I do kind of like the flow we're going with here. We got the double barrel bait style. We got the obviously the guards, the Evo barrel, skeleton barrel. All that's going to be nice. And even the miner does add a little bit of pizzazz to the deck, so I do like that. But we got some things to work on, right? As always, so I would say this deck only has the log, and outside of the miner, it's pretty hard to push damage, like that last 600 damage you need to finish off a game. This deck could definitely struggle. I could see struggling with it, especially if they start catching your miners, stuff like that, running out of luck there. I feel like it could be super hard to finish off those games. But I think the way you would fix that is by adding a big spell. Now you could go a few different directions. You could go for like a rocket, a fireball, something like that in place of the miner. I get it. The miner does synergize well, especially with the barrels, but I feel like it's kind of just a lot going on. I feel like double barrel itself is enough to get yourself some sufficient damage as opposed to forcing the miner in there as well. I do think it's pretty cool though. I do really like the idea, so definitely good stuff going there. I think the building choice Inferno is pretty nice. I think that is pretty solid for the deck. This deck is a little weaker on the air defense side, but once again, that's okay. Like, some decks are going to be weaker on air, and there's not much you can really do about it. I do think that obviously the Inferno Tower and the Dark Goblin are going to be the best counters in that regard, but the one underrated aspect of spells, in my opinion, is the fact that they shut down air. Like, against Lava Hound, having a fireball or a rocket would just be so much more helpful, and I think it's just something you need to keep in mind when taking those large spells out of your deck. But yeah, so we're going to try and finish off this match here. We are down a little bit of damage, but I think we can easily come back here if we play well. So let's go in with our Ice Golem here, and then we'll probably want to pressure opposite lane. We do need to watch out for his Royal Hogs. It's hard to kind of pressure the Royal Hogs, and it's hard to pressure him and be able to defend his Royal Hogs at the same time, but I think we should be fine here. Inferno Tower should get the job done. And guys, we have the Evo Barrel in hand. Evo Barrel is super nice in this deck. I feel like it comes around at the right time, so that's going to be huge. And this might be the time to go in for it, actually. Let's see. We can probably go for a miner on the right side as well, possibly tank for that fake barrel. Let's see. Oh, wait, nice. Okay, wait, look at that right damage, guys. We tanked with the miner, and that got us a ton of damage. Oh, my goodness, still going. Is that... Wow, almost tower down. That is crazy. Let's go guards to pull in that giant skeleton. We need to take care of this. Oh, high-value log, though. As long as we take care of the giant skeleton and the spear goblins, we should be fine here. I can ignore that royal ghost, pull everything back with the miner. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. See, this is what I'm talking about. We need to be able to finish off games. He's probably going to arrows. If he has enough elixir, hold on, does he have enough? He doesn't have enough, and that's good game, man. That's what I'm talking about. An overcommitment at the bridge allowed us to get that barrel off and secure the dub, man. That's what I'm talking about. But a great deck idea here, Tar. I really do like it. I do like where you're going. I would say probably switch out the miner, but overall, it's a pretty nice deck. But that's going to do it all for the video, guys. If you guys are interested and want me to rate your deck next, make sure to join the Discord, drop it in there. I love making these videos, so definitely going to do some more in the future. But I'll catch you guys in the next video. Make sure to subscribe, and I love you guys. Peace out.